Well, hello everyone. My name is Zachary O'Shea, and this is Box of Teeth. It's also Monday, so I have a Mimic to share with all of you for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. Every Just Another Mimic Monday, I reach deep into that box of teeth and produce a homebrew Mimic for all of you for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. They're usually horrific and sometimes a little bit silly. I'll let you gauge where this one is today, which is the Garbage Mimic. Sneaking into the evil warlord's keep via the garbage chute worked out with the stealth that you desired. It allowed you to bypass guards and their dogs, but not an ever-building stench. Eventually you came out where all the waste bins were, and the smell was so bad that it was actually kind of hard to think. In fact, you hallucinated that the bin over there was sprouting teeth. Well, sorry, it's not an hallucination. I need you to roll for initiative. Bred on the squalor of urban waste, this Mimic grew fat on the dreck and dregs of the teeming masses. This gave it a rather filthy, noisome gullet that produced a smell no matter what object it turned into. So eventually it settled on a permanent form of a trash bin where such a stench was expected. It proceeded to weaponize this smell to make catching tastier, fatter meals, i.e. humanoids, easier, but such meals were few and far between, so it also learned how to make the most of them. It also developed a strange, sarcastic, and biting personality, but it can't talk. However, reactions are always stronger than words. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the Garbage Mimic statistics for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. The Garbage Mimic is a challenge rating for medium monstrosity that is neutral. It has quite a lot of hit points because it has a really high constitution, because it's eaten garbage its entire life and is used to that. In addition, it is of course immune to poison and the poisoned condition, along with the usual stuff you would expect a Mimic to have. Like any other Mimic, it has Shape Changer, Adhesive, False Appearance, and Grappler, but it can only change it into a trash bin or waste can or something to that effect. It also has Stench, which is similar to a troglodyte stench. You have to make a save if you start your turn next to it. If you fail, you're poisoned until the end of your next turn. If you succeed, you're immune to the stench for the next 24 hours. It has Waste Not, so anytime it reduces a creature to 0 hit points, or it scores a critical hit on a creature, it regains hit points equal to that creature's hit dice. It has Multi-Attack for Pseudopod and Bite, which are pretty much standard for a pseudopod. The Bite, on the other hand, does the amount of damage you'd expect, but it also transmutes Filth Fever, which is similar to what an Audiog does as well, my favorite D&D monster. Reaction-wise, it does have Garbage Take, so anytime it succeeds on a spell saving throw and it can see the caster of that spell, that caster takes psychic damage equal to the spell's level. And there you have one Garbage Mimic, which I think is actually pretty awesome. You can find it, hundreds of other Mimics, and hundreds more horror-themed monsters, all for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. They're all perfectly free at boxofteeth.blogspot.com. If you're more interested in the non-Dungeons & Dragons role-playing projects that I have, or the horror fiction that I write that includes Grease Paint right there, it's got a killer clown. Book 2 should be out sometime this summer, so stay tuned. You can always go to www.zacharyoshea.com. As always, I want to say thank you for your time and your attention. I hope we have all a great week ahead of us.